So I spent $10 on this game, right? I spent $10 on this game. I spent $10 on this game. I spent $10 on this game. I've been watching this game for a while, guys, right? And I decided to finally buy the game. You know what's crazy? The game was $1 when I was looking at it, and I was like, man, I'll buy it later. Completely forgot about that. Now it's $10. I'm like, whatever, right? It doesn't matter. $10 is $10. Now, if this game is completely ass, I can refund it. I think. I'm positive I can refund it. Dear Esther, landmark edition. Before we start, um, hopefully you can actually hear the game. So let me turn this up a bit. But before we start, okay. Let me look at the credits for you guys. For the Chinese room design, okay, yeah. Programming, Stuart, okay, yeah. Alright, well, that's amazing. Let's look at options. Video. So we have 4 areas that we can go to. So we start at the lighthouse. Okay, that's fine.
Dear Esther, I sometimes feel as if I've given birth to this island. Somewhere between the longitude and latitude, a split opened up, and it beached remotely here. No matter how hard I correlate, it remains a singularity, an alpha point in my life that refuses all hypothesis. I return each time leaving fresh markers that I hope, in the full glare of my hopelessness, will have blossomed into fresh insight in the interim.
Okay. I don't know if this game is a horror game. That's the thing. I guess we just explore around, I guess. Now, if I'm supposed to be doing anything, I don't know. You know? Am I supposed to be doing something? A bunch of paint. Okay. I like that atmosphere so far. I think it's very calming. I appreciate these kind of games a lot. Wow. Oh. Is this death right here? Oh, guess not. Wow. I can feel the breeze from here, to be honest.
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later. The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude.
So what did you leave? Flowers? Your gratitude? Also, did you guys see that? What was that? Flickering light over there. I wonder if we can go over there, actually. Oh no, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, guys. I am going to die. I have to walk all the way back up. It looks to be around 6 p.m. No, actually, it feels like November. November at 5:56 p.m. No. At 5. November at 4:45 p.m. Oh, I don't know. You can zoom in. Look at this.
At night, you can see the lights sometimes from a passing tanker or trawler. From up on the cliffs, they are mundane. But down here, they fugue into ambiguity. For instance, I cannot readily tell if they belong above or below the waves. The distinction now seems banal. Why not everything and all at once? There's nothing better to do here than indulge in contradictions whilst waiting for the fabric of life to unravel.
Wow. He has a way with words.
reading Donnelly by the weak afternoon sunlight. He landed on the south side of the island, followed the path to the bay and climbed the mount. He did not find the caves, and he did not chart the north side. I think this is why his understanding of the island is flawed, incomplete. He stood on the mount and only wondered momentarily how to descend. But then, he didn't have my reasons.
I thought he was talking about me for a second. I was like, wait. Just walking. I know I'm not gonna be doing editing. I'm not gonna edit this at all, bro. Look, water. River, 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 river.
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
Look, right
This hermit, this seer, this distant historian of bones and old bread, where did he vanish to? Why, asked the farmers. Why, asked Jakobsen. Why bother with your visions at all, if you're just to throw your arms up at the cliff and let it close in behind you and seal you into the belly of the island, a museum shut to all but the most devoted?
This is like Walking Simulator 2.0, basically. It's very story-driven in terms of walking. Oh my god. Is that my foot? What is that? Golly. But now I think we should go head up to the lighthouse now, because not that one, but the one over there. If only this guy would actually use his legs and run, because I'm tired of walking.
I stood in the center of the sun, and the solar radiation cooked my heart from the inside. My teeth will curl and my fingernails fall off into my pockets like loose change. If I could stomach, I'd eat, but all I seem capable of is salt water. Were the livestock still here, I could turn feral and gorge. I'm as emaciated as a body on a slab, opened up for a premature source of death. I've rowed to this island in a heart without a bottom, all the bacteria of my gut rising up to sing to me.
Okay. Oh, hey, look, we're at the rocks now. Couldn't get down here before, but I'm here. Ooh. Chemistry. Are you gonna say anything about that? Or has he said something about that already and I missed it? Either way, let's keep walking. Alright, I'm gonna cut to when I actually reach. Okay, I'm gonna cut to when I reach the lighthouse. Because I know you definitely don't want to watch me walk. But I mean, look, enjoy the atmosphere, dude. And also, I realized I don't even think it was 4:45, bro. It was probably like 3 p.m. Oh!
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my ordnance survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Wow.